students. So far we learned the positive and positive question structures of the verbs am, is, are. With this lesson, we further discuss those verbs am, is, are in negative sentences and in negative questions. Before starting, please recall the positive sentence structure. We have learned it in our first lesson, first part of these lessons. Here it is. Can you remember, children? Then let's look at the negative sentence structure. Here it is. What is the difference, students? මොකද්ද වෙනස පුතේ? Yes, the word not is there. Not කියන word එක තියෙනවා. Positive sentence වලට වැඩිය වෙනස් වෙන එකම fact එක ඒක. Not is there just after the verb, just after the be verb. Be verb එකට වහාම පස්සේ තමයි මේ not තියෙන්නේ. I'm highlighting the fact that if you know how to use the be verbs am, is, are correctly in positive sentences, there is no challenge in making negative sentences. Or positive sentences ටික හරියට හදන්න ඉගෙන ගත්තා නම් negative sentences හදන එකේ කිසිම challenge එකක් නැහැ. And the full stop again is a must. Full stop එක අනිවාර්යයි එතනදී. The sentence ends with a full stop. Sentence එකක් අවසන් කරන්න ඕනේ full stop එකකින්. There is no argument on that fact. So, මම නොවෙමි කියන්න ඕනේ නම් I am not. ඔබ නොවේ. You are not. Plural forms ගත්තොත් අපි නොවේ. අපි නොවෙමු නේද? We are not. ඔබලා. You are not. ඔවුන් නොවේ. They are not. All the singular nouns except I and you is used. He is not. She is not. It is not. ඔහු නොවේ. ඇය නොවේ. එය නැත්නම් ඌ නොවේ කියන අදහසින් sentence හදාගන්නේ මෙන්න මේ විදිහට. It is very easy, isn't it, children? Yes. Now, let's look at our activity. Read the instruction. Use am not, is not, are not. That means you are to make negative sentences using the be verbs am, is, and are. Can you start doing the activity, children? Right. Firstly, complete these sentences using the correct form of the verbs and read aloud. Then after, teacher will tell you the correct answer. There, you must repeat it with the teacher. Are you ready? මුලින්ම complete කරමින් sentences ටික කියවන්න ශබ්ද නගා. After that, teacher correct sentence එක කියනකොට teacherත් එක්කම repeat කරන්න. Hope you are ready now. Here we go. Let's start. A boy. I am not a boy. We boys. We boys. We are not boys. You a boy. You a boy. You are not a boy. You boys. You boys. You are not boys. He a farmer. He a farmer. He is not a farmer. She a teacher. She a teacher. She is not a teacher. It innocent. It is not innocent. They teachers. They teachers. They are not teachers. They ugly. They ugly. They are not ugly. Now students, let's read aloud the correct sentences together. 1, 2, 3. I am not a boy. මම පිරිමි ළමයෙක් නොවෙමි. We are not boys. අපි පිරිමි ළමුන් නොවේ. You are not a boy. ඔබ පිරිමි ළමයෙක් නොවේ. You are not boys. ඔබලා පිරිමි ළමයින් නොවේ. He is not a farmer. ඔහු ගොවියෙක් නොවේ. She is not a teacher. ඇය ගුරුවරියක් නොවේ. It is not innocent. ඌ අහිංසක නොවේ. They are not teachers. ඔවුන් ගුරුවරුන් නොවේ. They are not ugly. උන් කැත නොවේ. I hope that you all have done the activity correctly. Now students, you must pay attention to these facts. The contracted form of are not is aren't. The contracted form of is not is isn't is not. Aren't isn't. Aren't isn't. Aren't and isn't instead of are not and is not. අපිට හකුල වාලේ යන්න පුළුවන් මේ are not කියන වචනය තනි වචනයක් විදිහට aren't කියලා. is not isn't විදිහට. But usually we don't have a contracted form for am not. Am not වලට අපි එහෙම contracted form එකක් කියන්නේ නැහැ. සමහර විට aren't ම use වෙන අවස්ථාවලුත් ඒ අරෙන්න am not, is not, are not මේ phrases තුනම ain't විදිහටත් ලියන අවස්ථාවල් තියෙනවා. The better way is to use am not without contracting. Look here, is not. We can omit this o, and make one word, isn't. Instead of o, we can put the apostrophe mark, udukamawa. Are not, two words. We can omit this, or we can make the new word aren't. Instead of o, we put the apostrophe. But there's no word like this. මෙහෙම word එකක් නැහැ. am not කියන එකේ o omit කරලා අපිට මේ විදිහට ලියන්න බැහැ. Remember, students, now we must pay attention to the negative question. This is a structure for positive question. We took the be verb to the front. Positive question එකේදී අපි be verb එක මුලට ගත්තා. In the same way we can take the be verb, these are be verbs, to the front. ඉස්සරහට ගන්න පුළුවන්, not ඉන්න තැනම තියලා. එතකොට am I not හිටපු තැනම ඉන්නවා be verb එක විතරක් අපි ඉස්සරහට ගන්නවා. negative sentence එකෙන් තමයි අපි හදන්න ඕනේ negative question එක. This is the negative sentence structure. We take this be verb to the front. be verb එක විතරක් ඉස්සරහට ගත්තාම not එහෙමම ඉතුරු වෙනවා. But children, this seems not natural. මේක ස්වභාවික නැහැ වගේ. I told you about a contracted form just before. චුට්ටකට කලින් මම ඔයාලට හකුළු වාලියපු ආකාරයක් ගැන කතා කරානේ. It is said that using that contracted structure or the form more natural. A contracted form එක use කරන එක වඩා හොඳයි කියලා සැලකෙනවා. But children, remember, Again I am telling, don't change this. There is no contracted form for this. So children, this is the correct sentence structures for negative question. Here only am is taken to the front. am විතරයි මෙතනදී ඉස්සරහට අරගෙන තියෙන්නේ. All the other phrases can be changed into the contracted form. අනිත් be verb phrases ඔක්කොම contracted form එකෙන් ලියලා තියෙන්නේ. Because we can change are not into aren't, is not into isn't, but we cannot change this. So this is a special one. Am I not? මම නොවේද? දැන් අහන ප්‍රශ්නේ නොවේද නැද්ද කියලා. Am I not? That is a special sentence pattern. All the other sentences are similar. Aren't you? ඔබ නොවේද? Isn't she? ඇය නොවේද? Isn't he? Isn't it? And then aren't we? Aren't you? Aren't they? So students, remember, this is considered as the correct structure of the negative question. නැත්නම් අර්ථේ නිවැරදි structure එක විදිහට සැලකෙන්නේ මෙන්න මේ ආකාරයට. Now children, we must do the activity. You are going to make negative questions. The same sentences will be given which you have practiced in our previous lesson, but there may be some changes in pronouns. Actually, I have put common nouns and proper nouns instead of pronouns. Let's see. Read the instruction, children. Make negative questions. First, do the activity alone and say the questions aloud, and then you must repeat the correct questions with the teacher. Teacher answer එක කියනකොට ඔයා repeat කරන්න ඕනේ teacher එක්කම. Before that, you must do the activity yourself and say the questions aloud. Are you ready? Okay, let's start. I not a boy? Am I not a boy? මම පිරිමි ළමයෙක් නොවේද? Here you must put the question mark. Aren't we boys? Aren't we boys? Aren't you a boy? Aren't you a boy? Aren't you boys? Aren't you boys? Isn't he a farmer? Isn't he a farmer? Isn't she a teacher? Isn't she a teacher? Isn't it innocent? Isn't it innocent? Aren't they teachers? Aren't they teachers? Aren't they ugly? Aren't they ugly? Check your answers and repeat the sentences. Am I not a boy? මම පිරිමි ළමයෙක් නොවේද? Aren't Meena and I boys? මීනයි මමයි පිරිමි ළමුන් නොවේද? With this, we come to the end of the lesson series on am, is, are used as full verbs. Let's meet with our next lesson series. Till then, goodbye children.